G'day crew, Ross here, and today I'm continuing my quest to get a bit more organised in my office. I'm going to install a docket holder. These are typically used in restaurants and cafes to hold food and drink orders, but I'm going to use mine to hold my bills, which I typically lose in piles around the place. Now this one is 1200 mils or 1.2 metres or 4 foot in the old money, and that'll hold 5 A4 pieces of paper. And I'm going to install that 30 centimetres or a foot below the top of the door jamb. And that should ensure that I can see all those bills regardless of whether the desk is down when I'm sitting or it's up when I'm standing. Now I'm just going to level that up. The docket holder itself comes with a hole already pre-drilled in the metal. You can see one there on the right hand side. And that's already marked. I'll line that up with the mark on the wall, and on the other side I'll mark directly through that hole onto the wall. Some of these come with self-adhesive backing. Others you have to drill in like this one. So I'm going to drill a small pilot hole first, and I'm right away from electrical. I've already checked where my electrical point is. It's right in the middle of those two on the ground, and the electrical runs straight up through the ceiling, direct vertical. So I've already checked that by getting up in the ceiling. Now I'm drilling a hole the same size as the plastic grommet that comes with the kit. There you go, the grommet goes in, one in either hole, and I'm going to give it a gentle tap with a hammer. I do mean gentle, just to make sure it's flush with the plaster. So what happens, you put the grommet in, and you'll see here in a second on that little animation that as you then drill into that with the screw will expand that grommet, and it'll put pressure all around that plaster hole, which will hold it firmly in place. You can't screw directly into plaster because it'll just pull out. Now this thing's full of marbles, glass marbles. And what happens is as you put a piece of paper up behind it, as represented by the brown line there, the marble sits down because of the slope on the bottom of the holder, and the pressure against that, as you can see there, will hold that piece of paper steady. And you can move it sideways, but you won't just be able to fall out the bottom. You can't, when you try and pull these things down sharply, they normally rip. However, if you want to remove it, all you have to do is pull the paper upwards, and it'll pull straight out because it pulls the marble forward and away from the backing, and it just comes straight out. So here's a little, here we go, there's bill number 1 going straight in, bill number 2 going straight in, and then to remove it, I just pull straight upwards. Bob's your uncle, look at that. So hopefully that'll help me organise myself a little bit better, and hopefully it's given you an idea of how you might be able to organise yourself. As always, thanks for your time, and we'll see you next time.